Once upon a time, there was a glass girl. The girl's entire body was made of glass. Her face, body, hands, feet, hair, eyes, and even her mouth were all made of glass. Because of this, her body was very transparent, and you could see through to the other side, and in the girl's chest, there was only one heart that you could see, beating back and forth in the same way every day. There was no one where the girl lived, so she was always alone. The girl didn't know how to speak, but she loved to dance, and on nice days when the wind was blowing, the trees were rustling, it was raining, and the sun was shining brightly, she would often dance among the flowers with the birds. At such times, the girl's heart was a beautiful pink color. But recently, her heart has been a cold blue color. A little while ago, while she was by the lake, where she always played, the girl happened to see a girl in the water. It was a very calm day, and also very cold. So the water was frozen and like a mirror. And there, the little girl saw a girl who looked exactly like her. Without knowing it was her, she was surprised, but she was so intrigued that she approached her and waved and smiled to signal her. Then the other girl did the same in response to the little girl. The little girl was so happy that her heart turned deep pink. The two of them spent every day having fun at the lake throughout the winter. The other girl was also good at dancing, and when she laughed, she was very cute. Then one day the ice started to melt, and she was never able to see the other girl again. The little girl was so lonely that she often cried, tears of glass that made a rustling sound. That's why her heart had been a cold blue color ever since. One day, the little girl had a sudden idea. That's right, let's go look for her. I'll just go look for her. And so, for the first time in her life, she left the forest, walked many steep mountain paths, and came a long way. But she had been walking so long that she got tired and collapsed on the side of the road and fell asleep. After a while, the girl noticed something near her ear, and when she opened her eyes, there was a pitch black and wooden human-shaped thing looking down at her. The girl was very surprised, but the pitch black human-shaped thing smiled and said to her, "Where do you come from?" And the other wooden human-shaped thing also smiled. "Your body is different from ours, isn't it? Who are you?" The two were an iron boy and a wooden boy. The iron boy was very hard and pitch black, and the wooden boy had beautiful wood grain patterns all over his body. The boys thought the transparent glass girl was rare and very beautiful, so they offered to help the girl. At first, the girl was shocked and turned blue, but gradually her heart turned a beautiful pink. The two boys were very surprised to see this, but they were happy to watch the change, thinking that the girl could use her to speak. The girl then started living with the boys, and the three of them lived happily, taking good care of each other. The iron boy was strong and could get most troublesome things done if they asked him, while the wooden boy was very dexterous and could make anything. The girl couldn't do anything in particular for the two boys, so when they had worked hard and wanted to take a break, she would dance beautifully to entertain them. The two boys also loved to watch them dance. But these happy days were short-lived, as one day, while the two boys were happily watching the girl dancing as usual. A strong wind suddenly blew and tiny stones pelted the three boys so hard that they were painfully injured. The three boys quickly hid in the shade and waited for the wind to pass. When the wind finally stopped, they suddenly realized that the glass girl was gone. The boys were surprised and searched for a long time, calling out to the girl here and there. But she was nowhere to be found. When they looked closely at the ground, they saw small, beautiful pieces of glass scattered all over the place. The boys picked up the pieces with all their might, and sure enough, they were pieces of the glass girl. The two boys cried and lamented the loss of the girl. At that moment, the iron boy suddenly looked up at the dark sky and noticed a river of sparkling stars flowing high in the sky with a clear sound. As they looked at it, the two boys realized that the glass girl's body had become that river of stars. That's because they saw a beautiful pink star twinkling right in the middle of the river. The glass girl had been blown away by the wind and hit the rocks and was shattered into pieces. But the God of heaven took her body up to heaven and allowed her to live there as a river of stars, so that the kind-hearted boys would not have to mourn forever over their loss.